Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 15, Yoga of the Supreme Person. The Lord Almighty said, the person who can understand the metaphor of considering the universe as a holy banyan tree with the Supreme Soul as its roots, Brahma Roop as its main branches, and with the Vedas, scriptures, as its leaves, and also realizes that the tree is indestructible. Such a person, in fact, understands the meaning of Vedas. The Triguna, three attributes, act as water for this tree. Its branches are spread in all directions, and its roots are also manifested in the entire universe. These roots are in fact affected by the various emotions among human beings that arise out of interaction of the three gunas. The world in the form of the holy tree is difficult even to imagine by human mind, because the form of this tree neither has a beginning nor an end. Neither does it the form itself remains fixed or the same, so one must remain unattached by relinquishing the worldly desires, pride, and affection. Thereafter, one must try to search wholeheartedly for the Lord Almighty, who embraces all those who earnestly desire to reach Him. And these seekers, once merged, do not come back. One should have firm faith in Him, the Almighty, and consider oneself to have taken refuge in Him, and should remember Him again and again. The person who does not hanker after false dignity, he who has acquired divine knowledge to shed off ignorance, he who is no longer attached with any material worldly objects, he who has killed all his desires, such a knowledgeable person alone achieves the Supreme Almighty. The prime abode from where no one returns to this world is self-illuminated. No sun or moon can illuminate the prime abode as much. The soul in the human body is in fact a minute part of me, and the same soul is wooed by the mind and the five senses, which are a part of this nature. Just as air adopts the smell of a place, likewise the soul of a person at the time of leaving body carries with it the impressions of his mind and his senses in his new birth. The soul in the human being, with the use of mind, tongue, skin, and other senses, perceives the worldly pleasures and pains. Only the knowledgeable person and the wise one perceives that there is a soul in the body embodying all the three gunas, attributes through which one experiences pleasure and pain. The ignorant cannot have any such experience. Yogis who make deliberate efforts too are able to perceive the essence of the soul, but others who have not purified their minds are not able to perceive even after great efforts. The glory present in the sun, which enlightens the entire world, and one in the moon, is in fact nothing but my glory. I, through my divine powers, come to the earth and engulf all living beings. I, through my abilities, produce all vegetation and medicine. I am the fire responsible for digestion of foods in all living beings. I am the digestive force for four kinds of foods which are swallowed, chewed, licked, and sucked. I am present in the minds of all living beings since I am omnipresent. I am responsible for their memory, divine wisdom, and the discretion that dispels all doubts. And with the help of divine Vedas, I am worthy of being known. In fact, I am the doer in the spiritual sense and hold the entire knowledge of Vedas. In this world, there are two parts of human creation. The bodies of all living beings are mortal and destructible, and the soul of any living creature is immortal and beyond destruction. But beyond these two, you must understand that there is the greatest power, the Lord Almighty Himself. He is permanent and is responsible for maintenance of a life of all living beings. Because I am beyond the mortal body and also beyond the immortal soul, therefore I am known as the prime soul or Purushottamam in the holy scriptures, the Vedas. Bharat, the wise and the knowledgeable person who realizes in essence that I am the prime Lord Purushottamam, always remembers me as such throughout his life. Arjun, I have given you in this manner the most confidential knowledge. After acquiring this knowledge, the wise becomes emancipated or attains salvation. Thus spoke Lord Krishna to Arjun in this chapter.